FarALERT, McCain issues nasty Trump statement. McCain went too far. President Donald Trump and John McCain have had a long-running feud ever since Trump made disparaging remarks about McCain's time as a POW during the Vietnam War. In return, McCain has billed himself as a die-hard never-Trumper. This week, McCain exposed his colors again by slamming President Trump's recent comments about Vladimir Putin's trustworthiness. "There's nothing America first about taking the word of KGB colonel over U.S. intelligence community. There's no principled realism in cooperating W/Russia to prop up murderous Assad regime. To believe otherwise is naive and places national security at risk," McCain wrote on Twitter. McCain's comments come after Trump told the press on board Air Force One that he believes President Putin when he says that he did not interfere in the 2016 election. Former CIA and other intelligence officers have rushed to the media to say that President Trump is being played by Moscow. "Putin is committed to undermining our system, our democracy, and our whole process. And to try paint it in any other way is, I think, astounding, and, in fact, poses a peril to this country," said former CIA Director John Brennan. Interestingly, the two men condemning Trump the loudest are Brennan and former Director of National Intelligence James Clapper. President Trump has called both of these men political hacks. There is plenty of evidence of this. Now cited by the mainstream media as a paragon of virtue and an expert on intelligence, Clapper committed perjury in front of Congress when he falsely claimed that the NSA was not collecting data from ordinary American citizens. As for Brennan, the CIA that he ran was a thuggish organization that once broke into Senate computer files to suppress certain uncomfortable truths. Brennan has also been called an Obama loyalist, and there is plenty of proof that Brennan strongly influenced the FBI decision to begin illegally wiretapping the Trump campaign in late 2016. McCain's complaint about Russia's interference in our democracy and our foreign policy is also unfounded. After all, Israel and pro-Israeli lobbies have far more power in Washington, D.C. than Moscow. Israel spies on the U.S. to a large extent, in addition to China, who has over 25,000 spies in the U.S. Senator McCain has been a repeated, vocal critic of President Trump. Did he cross a line with his most recent remarks? McCain is not a reliable expert when it comes to foreign policy matters, anyway. McCain stumped for the U.S. invasion of Iraq in 2003, the U.S. bombing of Libya in 2011, and has repeatedly supported the violent overthrow of the Assad regime ever since the Syrian civil war began 6 years ago. Thanks to McCain and Clinton, Libya is a hotbed of militia violence and terrorism and is a failed state. Iraq has been in a constant state of civil war since 2003, and President Assad, along with Russia and Iranian-backed militias, has all but expelled ISIS from Syria. While President Putin is certainly working for his own ends, President Trump is right to try and create a positive relationship with Moscow. The superpower is not one America needs as an enemy. And if being played by Russia is the only alternative to more pointless neocon wars, then Americans should support being played.